Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Hey, yo, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Press it in chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's do this Saturday night, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Hi, just my ugly face you see for a second. There we go. As a good morning to you as well, sir.
Ill the hell with Tulu?
Yeah, you heard what I said. I'm not repeating myself. I don't have to do it.
Well, like I said, what did Tulu do to you?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Anyhow, good morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to welcome to episode 403 of the Mizzle Dub Show, the morning show. And you know what? The picture in your background reminds me of the damn opening credits to Family Ties. I can just hear the theme song right now. Like,
oh,
I really
Lord.
look like that. That looks like a sitcom picture. I mean, it's a great picture, but it looks like a sitcom picture in the background.
Nobody probably
But
figured that
still.
out until you pointed it out.
It's a great picture, though. Great picture. Anyhow, first things first. Big Oos! Happy motherfucking birthday, my guy.
That's right.
Enjoy the day. I know you'll eat plenty of food, and I'm sure the jokes will come in from a mile away. But just want to send the.
I just want to
Big
hear him
Oos
say
birthday.
Joseph.
And yes. Well, I mean that might happen. But yes, welcome. Well, I'll tell you what. It was a fantastic weekend of football this weekend, and well, all I can say is for Portugal and España, y'all got some expectations to live up to today as the first game will kick off in about 3 hours.
Given that Brazil and Mexico decided to take the exits early.
Go ahead. Well, all I can say is it could be the end of a long career, as some careers came to an end yesterday, as both Neymar and Memo Ochoa both played their last games for their respective countries in the World Cup. And the change of emotion from really showed, as Mexico and England did not disappoint last night inside Estadio Azteca. But England did enough, held on with the 3-2 victory. And as much as Mexico's focus was trying to contain England's captain Harry Kane, which, I mean, for the most part did work, even though Harry Kane scored the goal that held, which was a penalty kick. But you could just tell that if this game would have went 5 more minutes, I really think Mexico would have found a way to tie the game, because you saw that England was on fumes, dealing with the altitude inside Estadio Azteca, Mexico City. But every fan base has it. Doesn't matter what the sport is. But come on, guys. Can we not throw beer on the field at the opposing team? Come on now. Let's, like I said, every fan base has them. And some fan bases are worse than others, but I mean, it's just, yes, it's
Poor
supposed
sports.
to be
That's a form of poor sport.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's supposed to be a quote unquote neutral site, if you will, but it is Mexico playing in their home
What
stadium.
nothing neutral
which
about Mexico?
That was their first loss inside Estadio. That, that's why the bunny ears. But be the fact that that's Mexico's first loss inside Estadio since 2013. And if you do the math, that's 13 years, folks. And when they're inside Estadio, they do not lose. But
Things
England
tend to happen.
Has a hell of a matchup on their hands. They do. Oh, I mean, true. I mean, streaks come to an end. Records are meant to be broken. But for England, it does not get any easier as they have the Vikings awaiting them in Miami as Norway, who knocked out the 5-time champion country of Brazil. And that's not the way. The Brazilian flag does not strike fear into soccer teams anymore. And it really has not since the 2014 World Cup when Germany went into their backyard in Brazil and put up seven goals on Brazil in a 7-1 defeat. The whole entire country was in shock and was in mourning. You can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, mouse fart up in that place.
The favelas. That's how came in there and laid the smackdown on Brazil. I mean, like I said, Brazil hasn't won a World Cup since 2002, the year after me and Mizzle graduated high school, which is 24 years from 2002 when the last time Brazil held up the trophy. And with Neymar retiring, playing his last for the Brazilian national, it almost feels like his career was, I don't want to say rated, but not quite the accomplishments you would round up for a Brazilian player, because again, for a long time, Brazil was the standard for World Cup soccer. Hence why they've won the most World Cups, of course. I mean, you could put other names in there, but when you talk about soccer, the first thing that comes to mind is the GOAT pay. That's the name that comes to mind. But yesterday, at the site of the championship game, Brock Lesnar's son, Mr. Holland, scored 2 goals. Brazil couldn't do nothing. Neymar gets the 1 goal and penalty kick, but it was way, way too late as Norway gets the win. All the goals came late. First goal came in the 79th minute by Holland. Then the second came in the 90th minute, and then in extra time, Neymar on the penalty kick got the there. But where are we playing at today? Where's the first game? First game is going to be in Jerry's World in Arlington, Texas.
Woohoo!
Between Portugal and España. Should be
that's going to be
of
good.
a matchup with those
two.
Good. I do agree, as Cristiano Ronaldo might be playing in his last game today should España get the win. As he said, this is his last World Cup, so a lot of legends that Mizzle and I have grown up watching playing this game of football, calling it a career.
Well, it's time.
And of course,
I mean, they played a lot of football.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, as it always says, Father Time is undefeated for a reason. And all.
Yeah.
Also, the big matchup of the day, taking place in Seattle at 5 p.m. in prime time. Of course, both games you can catch. It will be Belgium taking on the United States. Of course, the controversy of will he play, will he not play? Well, Balgone is going to play. The red card got reversed, even though it never should have been a red card in the first place. But we've already beat the dead horse with that.
Yes.
So the brackets, if you will. So
starting to shape up pretty nice.
Going forward, all the games I think all the games now are all United States
based
areas. So yeah, all the international stuff is over. So our thanks to Canada and Mexico for I mean, really, Mexico was really the best host out of the three because I mean the atmosphere out there in Mexico was fantastic. So my other
Well,
half has
they
a lot to be
understand the
proud
sport
of.
of football,
Also,
so
a
yeah.
very great run by. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do. All right. In the previous rounds, France, Mr. Mbappe, of course, does what he does, gets the goal. They beat Paraguay 1-0. Morocco shuts out Canada big time 3-0. Of course, we just talked about yesterday. Norway beating Brazil 2-1. England beating Mexico 3-2. And then tonight, of course, España and Portugal and United States and Belgium. Also tomorrow, a very interesting matchup. The defending champions, bright and early at 9 a.m., taking on Egypt. And we will see how Argentina will bounce back as Cape Verde gave Argentina everything that they probably could have had and more. But the champs,
man, they threw the kitchen sink, the toilet, the
Colombia
tub,
takes on
the shower head,
Switzerland. Everything. Cape Verde would not die.
Well, that was their MO through the whole World Cup while they were in it.
The champs still have a chance to repeat. Oh yeah, die and die hard. And like I said, I mean, they scored a total of 4 goals. Didn't win. All draws until they played Argentina, but it just seems like he thought Argentina had it in the bag. Cape Verde said, "Nope, hold it. We're not done yet."
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just a fantastic showing by that country. Of course, Switzerland and Colombia, that's tomorrow. So,
Swiss.
Right now, as talk about the Elite Eight, if you will, 2 matchups have been said. We talked about Norway and England. That will take place on Saturday. That would be the quarterfinals, if you will, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, and I am
the
off.
second
Let's
one
go.
also on July 9th, which is on a Thursday.
I'm off. Let's go.
It will be France and Morocco. That will be at 1 p.m. England and Norway on Saturday will be at 2 p.m. And I'm also off on Saturday as well, as I'm giving myself a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, look at you.
So, get to see that. So, the winners, well, you know, I have these PTOs, might as well use them. So, here's what we do know. The winner, Portugal and Spain, will play the winner of USA and Belgium. Ooh. That will take place Friday, high noon. All right. Then the winner of Argentina and Egypt will play the winner of Switzerland and Colombia. And that will be your quarterfinals, your Elite 8, and then your Final 4. First game will be on the 14th of July, and the 15th will be the other game. And, of course, the 19th is the championship game, which will take, of course, East Rutherford, New Jersey, at the Meadowlands, at MetLife. And the third place match will take place on the 18th, that Saturday, in my Hard Rock Stadium. So if we have some odds here that we can look up.
It's always good to have odds.
Okay. So with who's left right now, France is plus 164. Argentina plus 450. España 560. England 10-1 or plus 850. And USA 32-1.
Man,
So
you throw $100 on USA and they get there. Woo!
Yeah. I mean, just for today, Spain is minus 220. Bulls plus 175. This is from DraftKings, by the way. Belgium is plus 105. USA minus 135. Then
so they're picking USA to win this one.
Switzerland
so
minus or plus 130. Colombia minus 160. So there's your
you drop something on Belgium, you might get something. Uh-oh.
What was that? Say that again.
I said if you drop money on Belgium, there's a chance you might get something as well if the USA win and you pick them to get to the finals.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of interesting odds. Yeah, I mean with him with him returning, that stands a very good chance for Belgium. But I think the best game out of the two today is probably going to be the first game coming up in about less than 3 hours between España and Portugal.
Yeah, that might be the better game of the day.
That might be the better game, and I mean, you know, with the way these games have gone, it has been fantastico, if you will.
See.
As the World Cup is indeed has taken center stage, but there is still yes, but there's other
you want my honest opinion? My honest opinion?
I still stand with what
Here's my honest opinion. I wish President Trump could have kept his fucking mouth closed. That's what I think about it. I mean, the man just has to put his name in every single flipping thing. Nobody cares if you did it. Now, to the actual red card, it shouldn't have happened in the fucking first place. A yellow, I could have took a yellow, but a red, no, that was not one. And you don't pull that in that magnitude of a game. No. So
okay. Here's this. The red card in the USA game should not happen. What was the wrong call? The red card is just come on, what are we doing? Now again, and kudos to the VAR technology, something the NFL should invest in. Hello, and the fact is, you have 3 people in that VAR room, which MLB, NBA, take some notes. You all should have 3 guys in that room when you're looking over stuff, and not how many times have we seen 3 players for leagues? And now, I do like the fact that the NFL does have a referee in the broadcast booth with the broadcasters, or you can access to them from the center Mike Pro and Gene Steratore for Fox, respectively. But not technology and replay that you have. I mean, at the end, it's all right. And again,
absolutely,
I'm going to say this till I ran this, and I normally get ran the face when I try to tan because I burn. These are going to miss calls all the time. Stop blaming the damn refs, because the players still have to play through that. Missed calls are going to happen all the time. Missed penalties are going to happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The ref missing a call is not necessarily the single solitary reason why a team lost a game. And fans need to stop always harping on the refs. Now, if it's egregious, different story. Saints NFC title game. Yes. PI should have been called. Absolutely.
He even said it should have been PI.
Yes. However, the game was tied. The game went overtime. Saints got the ball first. The PI call's not the reason why Drew Brees threw interception and the Rams eventually kicked a field goal and got to the Super Bowl. But again, it's the calls that you don't make, which Sean Payton, hello. Why the hell you didn't run the ball and make the Rams waste clock and use timeouts. Same reason as to why you didn't kick the doggone field goal to go up 10-0 in this past previous AFC title game. But again, I digress. However, Mr. Yaxel, keep balling, man, because he looked very good in the California Classic for the Golden State Warriors these past 2 nights, and certainly see why he is a very valued draft pick by the Warriors. Certainly looked very, 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 very well. Also in NBA news, Hachimura signing a 2-year deal will now take his talents from Los Angeles to as he has signed a 2-year, $28 million the Inglewood Clip.
That's good for him.
Down the highway, taking his talents from crypto.com to the Intuit. Good for him. Gets to stay in familiar settings and get to move homes. Patrick Ewing once again will be returning to the Washington bench as a assistant coach. Of course, was there when Jordan was the owner, and when Jordan came out to play, Ewing was on that coaching staff along with Doug Collins, the former Georgetown Hoya, going back to his college roots, but in this time back on the Wizards bench.
All right,
going there. Of course, summer league's going on in Utah, and they'll be here in Vegas on Thursday. I don't want to hear about Rich Paul. Screw Rich Paul. Rich Paul can do a job and have him silent. Please and thank you. Andre Drummond joining the Knicks on a 1-year, $3.9 million deal after spending the past season in Philadelphia. Jason Tatum, a very nice tribute to his former teammate, Jaylen Brown. DeAndre Ayton traded to the Wizards. So now the Wizards have 2 big men, Mr. Ayton and Mr. Glass. Dorian Finney-Smith going to the Hornets for a trio of second-round draft picks from the Rockets.
Oh, all right.
And Celtics also signing the Celtics re-signing Neemias Queta to a 4-year, $76 million contract extension.
Okay.
So the Celtics picked up his 2.7 team option and gave him a very nice deal for the way he played this past season. Good for him. Mr. Eason, Terry Eason signs a 5-year, $81.5 million contract extension to stay with the Rockets. His new contract includes a player option in the 5th year and a 10% trade kicker, according to the Athletics' Sam Amick. Of course, former LSU man, averaged 10 points, 6 boards, assists and steal across and was 14th in steal percentage and 17th in offensive rebounds percentage. So Houston keeping their core together. Kyle Anderson going to Toronto to sign a 1-year deal worth $3.9 million. And of course, speaking of Toronto, one of their all-time great players, Kyle Lowry, after 20 years, finally calling it a career, a tremendous career, one of the all-time great Raptors.
I can see him being a coach.
Hanging up in the Air Canada Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. 9 seasons of Toronto, obviously the most. Of course, helped the Raptors 2009 title alongside Kawhi and Mr. Siakam and Fred VanVleet in 2019. Of course, another Villanova product, go figure. They're everywhere. Originally drafted by the Grizzlies, but also made stops in Houston, Miami, and of course, had to play for his home team, 76ers. Of course, he retires as the all-time leader in regulars and charges drawn with 296. And he is one.
Yeah, he did get some fouls.
Of 12 players in NBA history to in 20 or more seasons. Yeah, list. Yes. That list includes LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant. Need I say more? That's a
very impressive
list of guys playing 20 years in the NBA, which is wild to think. Kawhi Leonard hires a new agent to negotiate his Raptors extension.
You don't
As
say.
he looks to getting an extension to stay. Basically, you're saying the hell with that. Although your Sixers still make a move. Adding Anthony Simons to be a key cog off that bench, very good signing, but I've been a fan of his since he was in Portland.
Yeah, well, that was
the
good
young
pickup,
kid,
especially losing Kelly
to play.
Oubre.
2-year deal or 12. Yeah. $12.3 million over 2 years. Of course, the Warriors, Heat, and Mavericks also made offers to Simons, but he decided to take them to Philadelphia. Spent between the Celtics and the Bulls, averaging 14.5 points and shooting 35%, 40% from beyond the
Take
arc.
that.
So there you go. So this crap about the one free throw rule to speed up games. Why? Okay. They're talking about to speed up play. What necessarily
you cut
is making the
commercials?
play slowly? Oh!
How about you cut?
Now, how long have we been talking about that?
How about you cut the senseless timeouts that they take when they're down fucking 15 points in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left in the game? Why are you calling timeouts? Why? That's how you cut the time of the game, not by free throws. You barely call fouls anyway, and when you call fouls, they're probably not the right one anyway. So the hell with that. No. Why are they always trying to change something that doesn't? Oh, never mind. NBA can just suck it. That's what they can do. If they do that, they can just suck it.
So basically, what you're saying is you are calling the rule. That pretty much.
Yes. I mean, it's already soft anyway.
That's what he's calling rule.
I mean, you blow on SGA and you get a foul.
One free throw rule. But meanwhile, the 4-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, the only unanimous MVP who had literally bruises all over his arms and forearms and wrists and what have you. But yet and still, he cannot get a call.
I don't get it. I will never understand that.
And then barely gets.
And it's bad. It's bad when other players are starting to see that as well. Shooting on the arc and miraculously. I don't know if it's on my end that's the technical difficulties, but it seems like good old sir is frozen, by the way. But speaking on the foul calls, we speak upon this way too much, but it's the truth. Oh, there he is. Is he there? Nope. Guess he's still frozen there for a second. But we talk about this all the time, but until it gets done, we're going to continue to talk about it. I mean, Steph Curry goes to the basket and just gets murdered, and he doesn't get the call. So I don't know. I don't get it. And then now they want to change the rule.
Well, I mean, I guess this is what happens when you're absolutely bored with stuff, I guess.
Well, hell, you added a mid-season tournament. What else do you want?
Which now might be going to the middle of nowhere, as now the proposed is that the championship game might take place in the field house where the current Butler Bulldogs play. So which is not a bad thing considering it'll be, in the heart of where basketball was originated and all that stuff. But, just a thought. But however, that still makes no sense to me. I don't know why.
So Vegas must has a problem then.
I don't know if it's that because the games have sold out at T-Mobile.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know. But also Vegas is trying to get their own NBA team, which here would be my advice: don't build the arena on the Strip, even though they're probably going to, because they want fans from out of town to fill up the arena just in case the team sucks. Well, I'm just telling from experience. I went to the Aces Chicago Sky game this past Friday, and would have gotten there in plenty of time, but no, there's ridiculous traffic trying to park. And then we finally got in. It was at the end of the first half, which fortunately the game went overtime. It was a great game.
Well, wait a minute. You missed the whole first half of basketball
Yes.
trying to get in the arena?
Trying to park, yes. Now, keep this in mind. The game was held at T-Mobile Arena. Now, if it was at their regular home, which is the Michelob Ultra Center at Mandalay Bay, would have got there plenty of time, no issue, no problem. But trying to get into T-Mobile Arena is a pain in the ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, you get there, like, I was 6 minutes away for like dang near 30 minutes because that's how, and not to mention, of course, as you know, people just know how to drive so well in this town and just cut in and get in the lanes and
you turn your blinker on, it's like, hey, pause.
Yeah.
Turn my blinker on.
Yeah, that all of that. But yeah, absolute pain in the ace.
Well, I wonder how the traffic's gonna flow when they get the A stadium done.
God. Yeah. Of all the places, of all the area, you're going to put a baseball stadium. You're going to put it where the old Tropicana sits.
What's crazy is it's so much desert out there.
Yes.
So much space.
Yes.
Why try to build in clutter?
Yes.
I don't...
Again, we know why, because again, they want out-of-town tourists to make their money if the team happens to suck.
Well, I'll just say this. Take note from San Francisco. They should never have building a stadium in the city alone. It already takes 2 hours to get out of the city when it's just a normal day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, as you said, there is plenty of area in this city that I reside in to where you can build a stadium, have the right amount of parking, and have the right amount of area for tailgating.
And guess what? You can probably build a hotel right next to the stadium because guess what? You have all this space. You buy the land, boom, it's all yours.
Yeah, you don't think Stations Casinos, which tends to locals and people like that, you don't think they'd be able to build a freaking casino or a hotel right there? But again, I digress. Hell, my brother still tells me thinking because my tax money still goes to paying that damn stadium that his team plays in. See what I mean? See what I mean?
Granted that I would rather me be paying for that, wishing they were still back here in California, but
No, but because John Fisher's a dick, and of course, and just happens to follow the same route as Mark because you cock block on Mark. But we've talked about that and beat that dead horse with a stick, for crying out loud. But it is what it is. It sucks, but hey, such as when you cheer in the world of sports. So all-star teams for Major League Baseball were announced.
Boy, we're there already.
Yeah, and somehow, as crappy as the Giants' season has been, they're sending 2 all-stars to Philadelphia. One, I'm not shocked. The other one, I kind of am. I'm not surprised.
Logan, I'm shocked at Logan Webb.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm. There's a couple other people. There's 2 other people I would have picked before Logan Webb.
Yeah,
I would have picked Jung Hooley or would have picked Casey Schmidt because those 2 guys are very deserving to go.
yeah.
Like I said, Luis Arias going does not shock me because he has been.
He gets on base.
Yeah, he gets on base, he hits, whatnot. So I mean, just tremendous at bat ability. Thought I saw. Where are you? Come on. All right. So here's the rosters for the All-Star Game, which will take place a week from tomorrow.
And by the way, the Home Run Derby will be on Netflix.
Yes. So if you don't have Netflix, you won't be able
You're
to watch
screwed.
Just your info. Of course, Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park will be hosting the All-Star Game. Of course, the All-Star Game will be on Fox at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. All right, so the starters, which kudos to Shea Langoliers of the A's being the starting catcher. First time that has happened since Terry Steinbach, and that's going a long ways if I'm mentioning the name Steiny. Terry Steinbach was a very good catcher for a long time with the A's during the Oakland years. Also, Nick Kurtz, the starting. So the A's getting 2 starters in the All-Star Game. When was the last time you say that? But kudos to those guys. Those 2 very, very deserving. Both can hit the long ball. Hope to see Nick Kurtz in the Home Run Derby. I think he would do well. Ernie Clement from the very disappointing American League champions, the Toronto Blue Jays, who of course are coming into San Francisco tonight. Which nothing bad to see Vlad Jr. and former Giant Kevin Gausman getting the start tonight against Landon Root. So he's the starting second baseman. Junior Camarillo from the Tampa Bay Rays, a tremendous season. Who's going to be in the Home Run Derby? Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop, not surprising. Old man Mike Trout back in the All-Star Game, having a fantastic year. Going back home to Philadelphia, he'll be playing in the All-Star Game. Also, Byron Buxton from the Twins. Who gives a damn about Aaron Judge? He do it in October. That's what I always say. And of course, my namesake, Mr. Alvarez, the starting DH of the Astros. The reserves for the American League, Dylan Dingler from the Tigers. Yes, Dingler. Dingler. Yes, that's his real last name. Adley Rutzman from the Orioles.
What a name.
Travis Baza from the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal from the Tigers, who has had a tremendous rookie year. Ben Rice from the Yankees. Miguel Vargas from the White Sox. The White Sox also have a very good year. Randy Arozarena from the Mariners. Cody Bellinger from the Yankees. Riley Green from the Tigers. And, of course, another pick from the Rays, Yandy Diaz. So
it's a good pick.
Yeah. So a lot of emphasis on youth and not a lot of players from the normal teams you don't expect. Because normally you would see a lot of Yankees, only 3.
Yeah.
Position players. Starting pitcher, Dylan Cease from the Blue Jays. Parker Messick from the Guardians, Drew Rosman from the Rays, Joe Ryan from the Twins, Cam Schittler from the Yankees, who's had a very good year. Don't be surprised if he might be the starter for the American League. Ranger Suarez from the Red Sox, and Michael Wacha from the Royals. Even though I think a guy that should have got put to the All-Star game, who's a quiet 10-1, former ace pitcher Sonny Gray having a good year for the Red Sox, but yet not making the All-Star team. Relief pitchers for the American League. Brian Baker from the Rays, Aroldis Chapman from the Red Sox, Jacob Latz from the Rangers, Cade Smith from the Guardians, and Luis Varland from the Toronto Blue Jays. So there it is with that. In the National League, Drake Baldwin getting the start for the Braves. Freddie Freeman, Ozzie Albies from the Braves, Max Muncy from the Dodgers, C.J. Abrams getting the start for the National League at shortstop for the Nationals, Brendan Marsh, hometown hero for the Phillies. Juan Soto kind of disappointing in left. Andy Paez, a very good selection. He's had a very good year. And, of course, Shohei Ohtani. So, of course, you got 4 bastards in blue starters. But, hey, I mean, when you're the defending champions, to the victor goes the spoil. So, hey,
Absolutely.
I get it. So, I mean,
It's still the hell with them.
I agree, but hey, when you're the champs, you're the champs. William Contreras, Hunter Goodman, your backup catchers from the Rockies and the Brewers, respectively. Of course, we talked about Luis Ariz from the Giants, Bryce Harper back in the All-Star game in the home stadium, Otto Lopez, who is leading the National League in hitting, getting the All-Star nod. And don't sleep, folks. The Miami Marlins are playing some very, very good baseball right now.
I've seen them live. They can hit.
Yeah, they can. They
can hit.
They can definitely hit. Matt Olson and for Atlanta, Sal Stewart from Cincinnati. Corbin Carroll just continues to get better every year from the Diamondbacks, along with Pete Crow Armstrong from the Cubs, Jordan Walker from St. Louis, James Wood from the Nationals, and DH, another hometown hero for Philly, Kyle Schwarber, who just hits moonshot after moonshot after.
That's all he does.
All right. Pitchers: Chase Burns from the Reds, Max Meyer from the Marlins, Jacob Mizorowski from the Brewers, Eduardo Rodriguez from Atlanta, from Arizona, Chris Sale from Atlanta, Christopher Sanchez, another hometown hero for the Phillies, Paul Skeens, despite the fact that he's 6-8, but he's in the All-Star game again. Of course, Logan Webb, another All-Star nod under his belt, and Yamamoto, not related to our beloved Chuckles from the Dodgers. Relief pitchers for the National League. It is Johan Duran from Philly.
Yeah, you won't catch a giant on that list.
Not at all. Mason Miller from the Padres and Raisel Iglesias from Atlanta. And those are your 2026 Major League All-Stars for the All-Star game in Philadelphia.
I probably won't even watch, to be honest.
I'll watch enough to keep me going as I'm on my way to work. So, I mean, I'll watch the first few innings and, of course, not care when I get to work because I'll be working. But there you go. Damn, Giants bullpen blows another game. So here's funny. Here's the funny part, because fans complain about Rafael Devers. Then Devers runs, got both cheeks into both of them. Second one goes to only where Barry Bonds would normally hit him if you're playing in Colorado as a Giant. But then what happens? Bullpen blows lead, which, by the way, ruined a 4-for-4 day by Drew Gilbert, who played a fantastic game with the bat yesterday. But no, Giants bullpen can't hold anything, not even their beer. But with that said, looking at the current standings as of Monday, July 6th, Oose's beloved Tampa Bay Rays are in first place. 4 games ahead of the Yankees. The Yankees, in their last 10, have really played crappy. They're 1-9 in their last 10. The Rays.
Fantastic. Keep playing that way.
Basically, Mizzle approved of
yes,
the Yankees sucking right now.
Yes.
All right. Blue Jays, like I said, the disappointing American League champions, they are 11.5 back. Baltimore 12.5 back, along with the Red Sox in the East. In the AL Central, back and forth between the Guardians and the White Sox, but currently the White Sox holding on to a 1-game lead over the Guardians. That race will continue to heat up. Twins 4 back, Tigers 7.5, Royals. Well, enjoy your food and have a good nap, and love you too. Yeet. One Ophis of Asgard. In the West, back and forth it goes between the Rangers, Mariners, and the Astros. Currently, Seattle is 1.5 games ahead of the Rangers, 2.5 of the Astros, and 5.5 of the Athletics as races are heating up, which also means trade deadline. Who's buying, who's selling, what will teams do, not do, so on. And
And you know what?
yes,
This is the last month without football.
yes, it is. Well, NFL football for those that don't
This makes my heart happy.
know.
Like, yes, we're almost here.
This
And
is
we're
true.
almost, that means we're almost a step closer to the good old football game.
All right.
Yes, sir.
In the East, Braves 3 up on Philly, 4.5 Marlins. Like I said, the Marlins are surging 7-3 in their last 10. 7.5 of Washington. The Mets needing Jesus, 16 games back. Milwaukee ahead of the Cubs. Even though the Cubs have been playing well, they are 7-3 in their last 10. Cardinals 7.5 back. Pirates 10.5 back. Cincinnati 14 back. Fortunately, that team in blue 14 games ahead of the Diamondbacks and the Padres, respectively. Giants need a miracle, and the Rockies. Well,
They need more than a miracle.
the Rockies are the Rockies. Now, if we're going to wild card, because again, you could get 3 wild card spots in the baseball playoffs, and it just proves all you need to do is just get in. But currently, right now, if the season were to end today, your division winners would be the White Sox, Rays, and Mariners.
White Sox.
Yeah, the White Sox, man. The Southsiders.
Mm-hmm.
Your wild card teams would be the Yankees, the Guardians, and the Rangers. So that would mean that the Yankees will play the Guardians in the wild card series, and that means the Mariners would play the Rangers in the other wild card series, which means the Rays and the White Sox would be in the divisional series waiting on those winners' games. So right now, Houston is 1 back. Twins a game and a half back. The Blue Jays 3 back of the last wild card spot. Yankees are currently 4.5 as far as the number 4 seed in the wild card spot. Cleveland a game and a half ahead of the 5 seed. In the National League, obviously the division winners right now are the Dodgers, Brewers, and Atlanta. Obviously the Dodgers would be the number 1 seed. Bastards. 2 seed Milwaukee, so they would be in the divisional series, which means the Cubs, Phillies, and Cardinals will be your wild card spots, which means the Braves and Cubs will be in the first series. Or, I'm sorry, Cubs, Phillies in the first series, and the Cardinals, Braves. So talk about some old school national team. Yeah, a whole lot of it. Yeah, with the Cubs, Phillies, and the Braves, Cardinals, which would be
Man, when is the last time you had both Chicago teams in the playoffs?
I don't think that's ever happened.
Oh, wow.
I don't. Okay.
Once or twice, maybe. If not.
Hold on. Well, I'm about to do some typing right now.
I doubt it. I think maybe once or twice. If anybody's online that knows before we type it up, let us know. But and if it was, it had to be the years when Sammy Sosa was there and Frank Thomas.
No, I really don't think the Cubs and White Sox have been in the postseason at the same time. I really don't.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. The only time that's ever happened, and the only time the Cubs and the White Sox have played each other in a postseason was the 1906 World Series.
Woo!
Which, folks, that was 120 years ago.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well.
And the White Sox won that in 6 games 4-2. So,
That's good for the city of Chicago if both teams get in.
If it were to happen, it would be the first time that the White Sox and the Cubs were in the postseason at the same time, with the exception of the 1906 World Series.
Man, no, that's how you get butts in the seats and you get the city to thrive right there.
I'll say it like this: my granny was born 10 years later.
Damn.
Okay, and that was also the year of the great earthquake in San Francisco of 1906.
That's
So,
right.
that's a long history. But yeah,
Yikes.
But well, actually, so actually, there's a virtual tie for the last wild card spot between Marlins and the Cardinals. But the only reason why it goes to the Cardinals is because the Cardinals have 2 less losses to the Marlins, 2 more wins. So the Cardinals 47 wins, the Marlins have 49 wins, but Miami has 42 losses opposed to the Cardinals 40 losses. So that's why the Cardinals are percentage points wise 2 points or 0.2% better than than Miami. But Miami's right there. The Pirates 3 games back, the Nationals 3 games back, Arizona and the Padres 4 games back of that last wild card spot that is currently being held by the St. Louis Cardinals. So, like I said, the trading deadline comes in a month. And if you have a chance for the wild card spot, I'm pretty sure that teams will be trying to make news. One thing we can say, and this is coming from the Angels, they will not trade Mike Trout for nothing. So the Angels just continue to waste his Hall of Fame career. It is hard to fathom that man has only been in the postseason 1 time. But it would have not mattered because that was the year Madison Bumgarner said, "Give me the damn ball." So there you go. So, but yeah, 1 time.
Wow.
Has been in the postseason, and that's even having Shohei Ohtani as his teammate. Now,
wow.
Very rarely do we give a story to those bastards in blue that play in LA, but in this particular case, it deserves to be talked about because Eliezer Alonso, who should have had the greatest day of his life yesterday, made his major league debut. But unfortunately, he's of course Venezuelan. Of course, on the last show we talked about prayers to the people of Venezuela who of course still trying to find people and their loved ones from the devastating earthquake that took place in that country.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as he was making his major league debut, it was reported that his sister and his stepmother were both tragic deaths of that earthquake. Officially, of course, the earthquake took place back on June 24th. The death toll officially has exceeded 3,000 people, with tens of thousands of more injured or missing. Now, this catcher is the son of the former catcher that has the same name, who played for the Giants, Padres, Mariners, and Rockies. Was given a standing ovation when he had his first at bat. Again, don't like the team, can't stand.
Nope.
But
credit.
Kudos must be given where kudos is due.
Yes.
And of course, Miguel Rojas, who helped the Dodgers win Game 7 last year. Of course, he's from Venezuela. Certainly has been there to help him out. And you see a lot of the Venezuelan players with the VZ initials on their cap, which now, this is where I'm about to give MLB a lot of crap. Because
you don't say.
Yeah, because they wanted to give players this crap about players writing Bible verses when certain organizations have their Pride Night celebrating the alphabet community.
Mm-hmm.
They threw a flip talking about it's violating the MLB uniform policy, blah 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 blah. Now, being devil's advocate, you're not happy about that, even though again that's their God-given right in their freedom of expression, freedom of speech, so on and so forth. Now again, I'm all for the Venezuelan players writing their country's initials on their ball caps because Lord knows I would do the same damn thing, and would be like, I don't care if you find me, I'm gonna do it. And if you don't like it, screw you. I'm gonna channel my inner Al Davis. I'm gonna do what I want. And
damn right.
But I'm kind of it's kind of intriguing that no one is giving or complaining about that, which again just goes to show you.
Well, I would say tragedy over a month kind of outweighs, even though it's no different. You're definitely right in what you're saying, but you're looking more of a tragedy instead of a month, to where this country is still not accepting. Which
True,
get over it.
True. Absolutely,
this is the way this world is going.
Absolutely true, and I agree 1,000% with what you're saying. But here's my thing. They want to talk about violating the uniform policy. Well, you violated the uniform policy when you put a damn ad on it. How about
that? They pick and choose when they want to battle certain things or certain subjects.
The uniform has now become the Yellow Pages, and I don't like it.
Well, that's with all uniforms now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to be looking like the NASCAR from Ricky Bobby. Got just all over it, just tag ads all over it.
And that is crap.
This is not NASCAR.
No, it is not. Because, every 2 minutes, this left turn is brought to you by blah, 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 or this replay is brought to you by blah, 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 or, this commercial break is brought to you by, I'm just like, God. Okay. Yes, we had sponsors when me and Mizzle were kids, but every single bumper commercial break didn't say this. It was, okay. Back in the day, boys and girls, when Mizzle and I were kids and didn't have facial hair, which shocking to believe, but it did happen. But back in our days of watching sports, that weren't that many commercials. Okay? For example, during the NFL season, to which you'll be seeing a lot of us during the NFL season. But back in our day of watching the NFL, okay, you had the intro, the theme song, who the broadcasters were, and you would go right straight to kickoff. Now, it's intro, the broadcasters, go to a flipping commercial, then come back and kick off.
There's an end commercial within the broadcaster talking about the game, and then he'll say, "We'll be right back for kickoff." Like, you just came from a commercial? You just came back on to tell me that we're about to kick off, what you just told me 2 minutes ago?
That too. All right. So the appeal by Belgium has been denied. Which,
well, yeah. The moment President Orange said that he made the phone call, you should just stop right there.
Which makes me wonder: is this being rigged? And I really
hey,
don't
look here. Don't if the U.S. matter of fact, bro, I know you don't do this, but we might have to find a way to come up with a couple of dollars, and you might have to go put some money down on USA getting to the World Cup final. The U.S. ain't played this good in years. Normally, I'm like, bring on the women.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
sucks watching
Yeah.
the men play. So
Yeah.
would I be shocked? No, because they are playing good soccer. And
But
then you mean it, and then you mean to tell me that a person that got a red card, because this, I think this has never have happened in FIFA, right? They have never reversed a red card. Correct?
I don't believe so. No.
Once you get hit with that red, that's it. But now you tell me when it's one of the biggest games on the stage for the U.S., you kind of bring back their best striker.
Yeah. Coincidence? I think not. I think not.
Don't get me started. It's freaking ridiculous.
But at the same time, stuff is coming back to normalcy because now 2 of the 3 host countries are now out of it. So now we're going to see how it really plays out,
Right.
if you will. Because again, like I said, if the U.S. happens to get by Belgium, which is not an easy game for them to win by no means, because Belgium has also played well in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to play either Portugal or España.
Yep.
And Spain is a former champion. Of course.
Yes.
Of course, Portugal is going to try to win one for Ronaldo as he is announcing his retirement from
final season,
the Portugal national team. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
And then if that, they Argentina.
Yeah, the defending champs. Absolutely.
You know, so it's not going to be an easy road for these United States men. But I will say this: they have shocked me. Mm-hmm. They have gotten me to eat a little bit of crow.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just like Cabo Verde, I'm not going to hang your head. Don't hang your head low.
No, not at all.
You guys play some fantastic soccer. Hell, like I said, got me to start watching and believing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think our old president got some stuff up his sleeve that's going to be happening here. You know, let's just watch the referees and stuff.
Oh Lord. As if we don't need him to be involved in any more of this stuff in the world of sports. I'm not gonna go there because
Nope.
The one thing we do not do on the show is talk politics because, screw them all. But that's just one man's or two man's spinning because I mean not a big fan of the political cycle that's going on right now. But that's here nor there. But anyhow, we'll see. I mean, we got 2 hours until the show goes on between Spain and Portugal. We will see how that will be, how that will play out. We'll see. I mean, I think it'll be a fantastic game. I think it'll be everything that people would hope and dream for. But
the goalies better be on their P's and Q's today because I believe it's going to be a lot of shots taken.
Yeah, a lot of shots, a lot of back and forth going on. So definitely, as they say, get your popcorn ready.
Yes, sir.
And I also will say this. Brandon Ayuk, shut up.
Oh Lord.
Just I'm just now again I've said I won't give him the time of day and I'm not, but I'm just gonna say this. Why are you gonna beef with your teammate that you want to go play with, but now you got something to say to him?
You ain't even on the team to be doing this.
That part.
What fantasy world are you living in when you're telling a quarterback that a team you don't play on that you're in his world now? What? What? You know what? Hey, whatever that man chiefing on. Because I want to hallucinate that I'm a trillionaire. I want to know. I got my own compound.
What?
This jabroni.
You must be smoking some of the greatest stuff ever of all time.
The stickiest of the ickiest.
Stickiest of the icky. Cause wow.
All you're doing is also costing yourself a team. Because there's no team that's going to want that in the locker room. And please do not say the Raiders want that. No. They don't.
No. Heck no.
Hell, even the Browns wouldn't even take him. And that says a lot.
Yeah. And they still got Deshaun Watson on their team, who might be the damn starting quarterback this year for the Browns. Explain that. Because I mean, Lord knows I can't. Because I'm just, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I think he won't be playing. This might be his. Hell, he might want to go try for CFL, USFL.
He probably ain't even get in the CFL.
That's damn. Well, there's the A7FL.
Let Jeremy Reeves or Ricardo Freeman or Trey Baskerville just get Brown you one good time.
Yeah, just threw it out there, man. Just throwing it out there.
I know, absolutely.
Damn it, LeBron, just go to the fucking Cavs and get this shit over with. Take your son with you. Over this. This is almost like, who was it?
Brett Favre?
Everybody.
What was Brett Favre verse?
Well, Brett Favre didn't hold a whole ESPN special just to announce that he was going to.
This is true. This is true. Although
Peyton Manning didn't do this. Tom Brady just said, you know what? I'm done. Deuces. But then unretired. Okay? That's Brett Favre-ish. But look how he's holding the league hostage. Just like Aaron Rodgers. Bro, are you going to retire or not? We got contingency plans here, man.
And if I'm the Warriors, I don't think I would match that offer that the Grizzlies gave Quentin Post. Because I mean, damn, Memphis, you really think he's worth that much?
What's the price tag?
I want to say it's a 3-year, $30 million deal.
10 a year?
Hold on. As I'm typing, hold on.
I'll see that. I mean,
yeah, it's a 3-year, $30 million offer sheet. The Warriors have until tomorrow or Wednesday to match that if they want to match that.
Well, here's this. There's a fax machine. There's numbers that you can type in on that fax machine. Yeah. And you can slide that paper in there to the Grizzlies and you can say, the hell with that, you can have them. $30 million?
Yeah.
Hell, I was shocked that the Knicks gave Larry Sherman a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
But I guess it's almost like if you extend the contract out, less money that has to do with the books or something. I don't know, but 4 years, 3 years, $30 million for Quentin Post. That's kind of like starter money a little bit.
Yeah.
For his position. But never had on the person getting their money.
Oh, no, not at all.
Got a good agent.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It's about brunch time.
Oh, yes. Okay. I don't. available. Thank you. I want to know. I don't want to know who signed.
Don't let the technology beat you. You beat the technology.
Okay, so wow, Jalen Duran is still not signed. Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, very very interesting.
He'll probably return back to the Pistons.
I don't know if I would take a flyer on any of these guys that are out there.
Yeah, there's really no more good people out there, man.
No. Although Bruce Brown Jr. is intriguing. Of course, I'm more speaking from the Warrior standpoint of trying to add some depth.
I need to add more length, more height.
Well,
somebody that can grab a damn rebound.
Well, here's the problem. Now, you know what? On a veteran's minimum, I would bring Kevon Looney back home because I know what I'm getting from him. I know what I'm getting from Loon. I'd take a flyer on him. I don't know how to feel about Nick Richards, even though he is young, 28, is a center. I mean, I would love Jalen Duran, but I know he's probably going to cost a penny, and he's 22 years old and right in the height of his powers. Hell no whatsoever to Kevin Love.
Yes. No argument.
Dwight Powell, Jeff Green, too old.
Yep.
Bismack Biyombo, I don't know. Drew Eubanks, 29.
But the Lakers?
Queens.
Nah.
Exactly my point. Not many sexy players out there remaining, if you will.
None.
Yeah. Keaton Wallace? No, that's a guard. Never mind. Looking at centers here. Yeah. Mason Plumlee's still available. Wow.
Yikes.
Exactly. Yikes would be the exact word.
Wow.
You know what? I'd give Charles Bassey a contract because Bassey gave the Warriors some good energy this past the time he played. I'd ride with him. Man, he's only 25 years old. Why not?
Yeah.
Why the heck not?
Great.
Why the heck not? All right. Any NFL news that we need to get into before we say ta-ta, which, we might come back and do a Night House show. You never know, folks. So stay tuned, if you will, to the Mizzle and Dub Show. So, as we go to the website, if you will, interesting. Rasul Douglas signing a 1-year deal with the Landover Commanders. Former longtime Green Bay Packer going to the Commanders. It is a year deal worth $3.8 million. Of course, played 15 games with the Dolphins last year. Was played behind Jack Jones and Storm Duck. Yes, folks, the NFL player. There's an NFL player by the name of Storm Duck. That sounds like a superhero movie waiting to be made. Good Lord.
Yikes.
Yeah. But you're actually right. Upsets at Wimbledon. The number one women's player gets upset in straight sets. I don't want to watch Wimbledon. I want to go to.
Right?
I want to go to the bracket, for crying out loud. Good Lord. We are in the 4th round in Wimbledon. And right now we have the number 1 player in the world, Mr. Sinner, Italian, is playing Struff from Germany. And Jokovic, he's back in the 4th round. He's playing the Canadian. Of course, Jokovic, ranked number 7. The lone American is playing on the first set against Bublik. And Ferry is playing right now 7-5, 6-3, and currently in the 3rd set. Dimitrov winning 3-1. That's on the men's side. On the women's, they're in the quarterfinals.
Damn.
And that action will get going tomorrow early, so you have to really get up early. So here are your rankings. Of course, the Wimbledon. Of course, for those who don't know, Wimbledon is the granddaddy of tennis championships. That is the Super Bowl, if you will, of tennis in jolly old England, in London.
Yes.
Yes, but Novak Djokovic, number 8th in the world, with his 39-year-old self, definitely the elder statesman of what's going on in tennis. But right now, it looks like the Italians are taking over as Yannick Sinner is only 24 years old and is the number 1 ranked player on the ATP, followed by Carlos Alcaraz from España, Alexander Zverev from Germany, and Felix Auger Aliassime from Canada. Ben Shelton, ranked number 5. That's the first American ranked on the list. He's only 23 years old. And then Taylor Fitz, the other, coming in at number 7 at 28. On the women's side, although in a shocker, where is she? Naomi Osaka was knocked out, which is quite the shock.
Yeah.
But hey, we shall see. This is why you play the game. This is exactly why you play the game. So, like I said, we got live stuff going on right now as Fritz and Bublik getting ready to get started right now. Of course, you can catch Wimbledon all day, every day on the Worldwide Leader on ESPN. All right, to round out games on the diamond tonight, again, we talked about the disappointing American League champions, the Blue Jays, coming to San Francisco, taking on the Giants. Also,
more torture, and more torture.
Yes, all that. Phillies and the Royals in Kansas City. A big matchup for first place in the American League East. The Yankees coming to Tampa to take on the Rays, which would make Big Oos very happy if they were to win it. Astros and the Nats rematch of the 2019 World Series, where no home team won a game in that series. Mets and Braves in Atlanta, Brewers and Cardinals in St. Louis. The Snakes taking on the Fathers in San Diego. And, I mean, go Rockies, but we know the Rockies are not going to win in LA. We know this.
No.
So that's your game in the diamond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games on the slate tonight on the diamond in Major League Baseball. But you know what? I might need to go attend a Savannah Bananas game. Just to see
those things look pretty funny.
Yeah, just to see that live in person. Also, Abdullah Mason retains his championship in a tremendous fight against Albert Bell.
No relation.
None whatsoever. Even though I do think that was a premature stoppage by the referee.
Well, we know boxing is notorious for that.
Yes. Now, again, that is not to say that Mason would have not stopped him like he did in the 12th round. But the referee, like I said, Mason knocked him down, didn't even start counting, and referee Mark Nelson stops the fight as Mason goes to 21-0, 18 KOs. He was ahead on the scorecards 106, 103, 107, 102 on 2 of them, entering the 12th round. So, like I said, Abdullah Mason was clearly going to win the fight because his body work in the second round of the fight was outstanding, and also it was Bud Crawford's debut as a commentator.
That's it.
But it's going to be good.
Absolutely.
Now, unfortunately, he was sharing the stage with Timothy Bradley, whom Mizzle loves oh so much.
Did he out-talk him? Did he at least give him a chance to talk?
No, actually, Timothy Bradley was actually kind of quiet.
No, you don't say. Wow.
Well, the segment that I watched when Bud was talking, nobody interrupted, and then Sean Porter, who I really do like Sean Porter as an analyst, I really do.
I agree.
I do like Showtime Sean Porter. Actually, saw him at one of the events I went to. Actually, he said hello to us.
Oh.
So start real quick. So the boxing event I went to was at, of course, the Sam Sound Casino. So,
yes.
So we're watching the fight. We're walking by. Sean Porter walks by. We all say hi. Sean Porter waves. And then my buddy, Sean Porter, is walking by. Says, "I'll beat your ass, Sean Porter." So I wasn't having to giggle, but he was really serious because he really thinks he can beat Sean Porter's ass. But it was just
the confidence is real.
Well, I mean, here's one thing I do know: Sean Porter had one of the best chins you'll ever see because.
Well, this is also true
because, again, his fight against Keith Thurman, one of the best fights I've seen.
You're right.
Keith Thurman hit him with some blows.
Yeah.
Any other man would have went deep. Sean Porter ate that and said, "Come on." Like he had the Rocky Balboa chin of steel.
There's no lies detected in this.
If you will. But
there's none.
I mean, Sean Porter had a tremendous chin because the punches I saw him get hit with.
Yeah.
Like any lesser of a man would have fallen down. I'm just telling you. All right, so coming up later on this month, Anthony Joshua back in the ring in Saudi Arabia. He'll be taking on Kristen Pringa. The rounds to be announced, but it is in the heavyweight division. Also, on that same day in Australia, in Sydney, on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, the returning Earl Spence Jr. against Tim Tszyu in the junior middleweight division. That's 10 rounds. And then the women take center stage on the 29th of August in Birmingham, England. That's on ESPN Plus. As Chantel Cameron takes on Michaela Meyer for Cameron's WBO junior middleweight title and Meyer's WBA and WBC junior middleweight. So there's a women's junior middleweight unification bout taking place in August. And of course, Katie Taylor fighting Flora Peely in Dublin, Ireland, for the whole junior welterweight division. As all 4 belts, of course, Taylor holds the WBO, IBF, and WBA junior welterweight titles, in addition to fighting for the vacant WBC junior welterweight title. So Katie Taylor could be Katie 4 belts by the
84
of,
bells.
of the night. And of course, Cinnamon in October to be determined. He'll be taking on Christian Christian Millie for Millie's WBC Super Middleweight title, 12 rounds in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which Cinnamon was at the game yesterday in Mexico City, cheering on his fellow countrymen. A whole lot. Oh, we got some fights in Mother Russia next Saturday. Unfortunately,
of course, it'll be next Saturday when I'm working. Of course,
that'll be. I'm sorry. This Saturday, I beg your pardon, the 11th.
Man, if you don't get your shit together,
you know what? Go have some eggs.
That's the goal. Once we end the show.
Oh, okay. Hey, say less. And then, of course, July 18th, when you're actually working on DAZN, the old StubHub Center will have a nice card. Of course, the main event will be Diego Pacheco against Emmanuel Alim, 12 rounds in the super middleweight division. Oh, we got lightweights, middleweights, heavyweights. Oh,
all kind of weights.
Yes, bantamweights.
A lot of leather will be thrown in some of these fights.
Yes. Featherweights and bantamweights. Oh yes, nothing but leather. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's what's coming up on the schedule in the boxeo. Also around, let's go here real quick, and then we'll call it a day because we want to give the women some love as they announce their all-stars for the WNBA All-Star Game. On the slate tonight, the Valkyries at 14-7 taking on the Mystics in Washington. The Valkyries are -6.5. Storm and the Sparks, that's on USA in LA. Storm struggling with Sparks 2 games to 500, and the Sun need Jesus taking on the Lynx at 15-5. Hey, as I say, where's the lie?
There's none to be detected.
There's none. So right now, the 3 best teams in the WNBA, you got the Lynx at 15-5, the defending champions, the Aces, at 15-6, and right under them is the Valkyries at 14-7. Definitely want to get to a game at Valhalla inside Chase Center and check out the atmosphere that is the Valkyries. And there is the Wings at 13-8. Of course, the New York Liberty won the Commissioner's Cup. Yay.
Oh, boy.
Exactly. Yay. Okay. Whatever that means. But anyhow, that's what's going on right now in the WNBA, of course, celebrating their 30 years. But appreciate y'all for joining us on this morning edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Congratulations to the MLB All-Stars that have been selected, starting and reserves, as Dave Roberts and the Blue Jays manager putting out their cards for their respective leagues. Again, All-Star Derby, our Home Run Derby on the 13th. That'll be on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, I'm sorry. But of course, the regular All-Star game will be on Fox. But like I said, you might see us again later on tonight to talk about what we saw with España and Portugal, which is coming up in an hour and a half. And then, of course, USA and Belgium at 5 on Fox. But in the meantime, he's Mizzle. I'm Dub. You've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yeet. And
Yeet.
I guess I'll say it. And I'll just say it like this. Hold on. Let me get it. Okay. I just cannot get jiggy with David Cornsweet playing Superman. I can't get jiggy with it. I just can't. I can't.
Supergirl was better than Superman. Just gonna keep it that way.
Even though I do love Sasha Calle in her portrayal of Kara in that Black Ass Flash movie. But yes. Supergirl was I liked it. Although I'm sad that Crypto couldn't be the star of the movie, even though he was the plot of the movie. But
Yes.
because, I mean, for me, Crypto made the Superman movie somewhat decent. But here we go.
Mhm.
Anyhow, appreciate y'all. You've been watching the Mizzle Dub Show. Holler.